Hi, Maddie.
Hi, Nick. I didn't think you were going to press record then. I thought you were going to bitch out again.
I was going to bitch out.
Yeah, I did.
That sounds about right. I'm not going to lie.
I mean, especially after the morning.
It's true, but that's the elephant in the room.
Yeah, we've got multiple elephants, I think. I don't remember what half of them are, though.
It's a herd of elephants.
Stampeding
in
through
our room.
The house, yeah.
Yeah, so I feel like... Okay, wait, no. How are you?
I'm okay. I'm alright. Been better today.
It's all my fault.
It's not your fault. I
It's
just
my
woke up
fault.
with a raging headache today, so...
Well, you could have said that.
Well, I could have, but then you would have been like, no, we don't have to record today, and then that would have been bad, so...
Well, go off. Well, to be fair, we don't even know if this is recording. We don't even know if people can hear us right now.
This is true.
Blink if you can hear us, okay?
Clap once.
Clap once.
Mm.
So, okay, well, the elephant in the room...
Big elephant.
I think you should say it because you need to cancel me. You need to end my career.
Okay, well, Nick is a steaming pile of shit.
Yeah.
Nah, he just forgot to...
And that has nothing to do with the elephant in the room either.
That's just an aside.
That's just in general.
Yeah. No, he just forgot to book our podcast studio for this week. Which is fine. It's acceptable. Sometimes things slip your mind.
No, that's just the little rock that started to tumble and turn into a fucking landslide. Okay?
It's true, it has, hasn't it?
It's really... Okay, it all stems from Apple. It all stems from Steve Jobs.
Okay, this is a good start.
Yes, he released the first iPhone, yes?
Right, and then it's ended in us today here, being here.
Correct.
Right.
And from Steve Jobs, he died. So then Tim Cook took over, Tim Apple, as Trump calls him, right? And Tim Cook, as we all know, recently released the iPhone 12.
Yes.
And the iPhone 12 Pro.
Mm-hmm.
And as a absolute poop like I am, I got the new iPhone.
Capitalistic scum.
Capitalistic scum. I got the new iPhone. And obviously when I transferred over all my data, all my shit, it didn't take with it the, bookmark type things.
Oh, yeah.
So I didn't have the website open, so I couldn't remember. I just straight up didn't remember to book because it wasn't there to remind me. So I guess I take 10% responsibility and Steve Jobs gets 90.
Fair.
For forgetting to book.
That seems reasonable to me.
It does.
For sure.
Yes. So, from that, instead we're recording at my place.
Yeah.
There is a literal building being knocked down next door.
This is true.
Not even joking, it's literally.
It is being demolished, this is true.
Yes.
It's kind of noisy, but it's not too noisy. But the real issue is, in order to block out most of the noise, we've shut ourselves in to a tiny room.
It's true.
It's really warm.
What happens if I fart? Do you think you'll die?
Maybe. Depends on how stinky it is.
Well, don't tempt me.
Oh, wow.
So the real problem with this isn't even the construction, the knocking down of the building. The real problem is that we're recording on little lapel microphones that stick to your shirt.
Yeah.
So we don't know how the audio is going to be.
It might be. What if it's better than the podcast studio? Will we demand a refund?
We will demand a refund because we're fun.
Okay.
Yeah. That makes sense, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Sure.
Cool.
Good one.
Work.
So
yeah, the audio might be a bit gravelly. It might be a bit bonky when it's bonking on our shirts.
Yeah, if we're moving,
which I'll try not to move. I'm going to try and not use notes, which means I will just be stuck in this one position the whole time. I'm actually genuinely scared to move, okay?
Like a statue. The other elephant that's kind of related to moving is that in 23 minutes, approximately, our sushi is going to be
Yeah, but we can just pause and go get it and then come back. Okay. Oh my god, don't put us on blast like that. You didn't ask how I am.
Oh shit, sorry. Oh, I mean, I already know how you are. You've been
the audience doesn't.
Nicholas, how are you?
I'm fucking shit. I'm terrible. This has been a horrendous morning.
Oh, please tell everyone.
Well, it started with me forgetting the shit. And not being able to record in the studio, obviously.
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 I mean, the studio is really, really good because it holds us accountable time-wise.
Okay, go off. And then from there... Oh, I forgot where I was. Oh, no. Long story short, I locked my keys in the car. I'm locked out of my car. And it's been a whole kerfuffle.
It has been a whole kerfuffle.
And Maddie literally got here 2 seconds after I locked it in the car, so she's been dealing with my emotional spiral.
I mean, abstractly, I've been sitting in your kitchen while you've been in your bedroom having an emotional spiral.
I mean, I was calling people. I was contacting places. And none of it even worked anyway.
That's so sad. That really sucks. Yeah. So in conclusion, today's just a big fat mess.
It is. But consolation, I did put out the option that we could just eat and watch TV and launch the YouTube channel and not record this week, and Maddie refused.
I thought that we would be... Okay, this was
I'm glad she refused.
Key locked in car.
This was pre-locked in car, key car.
You know.
However, I'm glad she refused.
Oh, yeah? Why?
Because I like recording.
Same.
And, even if it's a shorter episode and it sounds like we recorded it inside a booty hole.
It sounds like we recorded it with lapel mics in a tiny office with construction going on outside.
If it sounds like that, I mean, that's exactly what it should sound like, whatever. But anyway. Yeah, I should be launching the YouTube channel this week.
I'm excited
all
about
of the recorded episodes.
Yes.
And I'm not gonna lie, we did plan on having an actual video.
Yeah.
But that didn't pan out because we're poor with time.
And yes, we are very bad
Also,
with
Maddie's
time.
a little baby bitch.
And the second reason was that I'm a little baby bitch. Let me explain to you what the video idea
No, don't explain. It's just leave it at that. Maddie's a little baby bitch.
Was.
Is.
Which was. Is. Honestly, we can still do it.
I'm kidding. Explain.
We could
explain.
still do it. And, sorry, I just moved in my chair. Was that really loud? I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Work.
But we could do it and we could upload it on Saturday because Saturday is Halloween.
That is true.
The idea was that we would go to... I don't remember if this was cut out in that podcast where we lost the second half of our recording.
I think it was.
Well, there is a kind of a creepy place in our city that's literally called Slaughter Falls. So that's terrifying right from the beginning. And we were planning to go there at night.
And see if we get killed by a ghost.
Yeah, exactly.
However, we ended up watching scary movies beforehand.
Yeah.
And Maddie got too scared.
It was a really scary movie.
Okay, well, just so everyone knows how stupid we are, we planned on doing, a fuck ton of stuff on Sunday and then did nothing.
We planned to watch minimum 4 movies and then we watched one.
We literally watched one episode of a show. Yeah. And filmed nothing.
Filmed absolutely nothing. I put my makeup on and everything.
Mm.
And then it just didn't happen.
It's true, she looked sexy.
Oh, thanks, baby.
But yeah, we ended up watching... No, we'll get into that later.
Or will we? I think this is
because we were planning on doing a low-key Halloween special.
Yeah.
And talking about scary movies we watched on the weekend and the scary movies that we've seen in the past. However, as expected, we flopped. You know?
Well, yeah. I think that we should talk about it now because...
I disagree.
The conversation's already here.
I think we need to do a quick rundown of pop culture for the week.
Okay.
And then we can jump into...
All right.
Okay.
Also, just so you know, G is picking up your order.
Work.
His name literally is just G. Okay.
Like the number? I mean, letter?
Yes, like the number.
Literally go fuck yourself.
Okay, I've got 2 things.
Oh, you've got stuff?
Yeah, I know.
That's exciting.
Right? Can't believe I'm on top of things this week. Probably things that you've got, and we've discussed these already. Number 1, Quibi.
Quibi shutting down. R.I.P. Quibi. Oh my god, it's going to social media heaven with a Vine.
It does not belong in the same tier as Vine. Don't even joke about that.
It totally does.
No.
Why what's your beef with Quibi, apart from it being a poor idea with poor execution and poor content?
I think the Q is offensive. No.
The Q in Quibi?
Yeah, the Q in Quibi.
Wow.
The app design? No, I think it's...
Oh, I liked the app design. I thought it was cool.
Yeah, it was actually really good. I really liked how it was like a Rolodex of things, and you could like...
A Rolodex of poo.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
That's actually literally what it was, considering every show was poo.
Except the ones I've already talked about.
Well, we're just going to have to agree to disagree on that point.
It's true, we are. Rip Quibi. I have been praying for you.
Gone. I haven't.
$2 billion.
Yeah, that's insane.
Rip.
I feel bad for the people who invested in that, but also...
No, I don't feel bad for them.
Should have known better.
It was a shit concept. I feel bad for the people whose content is never gonna grow because of that. Like, all of the shows of smaller creators.
Yeah.
Who, even the shows that were picked up for second seasons, obviously not now happening and all that.
Yeah.
Which sucks for them.
That's true, it does suck for them.
Not necessarily the consumer.
It's probably a blessing for the consumer.
Probably. Are we being mean to Quibi? No, because they're stupid.
It deserves it. Yeah, they did invest way too much money, and I don't know, they could have done better, and they didn't, so.
It's true. So now we have a litmus test of what heaven and hell for streaming sites, video content sites are. Heaven is Vine, hell is Quibi.
Yes.
Limbo is what?
TikTok. But that's
not dead.
Well, for a second there, we wondered whether or not it would be because it dropped, so...
That's true.
Limbo.
No, you know what Limbo is?
What?
YouTube Premium.
Okay.
Because they're no longer making original content.
I never knew they did. I never knew they did.
Yeah, they made TV shows and shit.
Wow.
And movies and documentaries and stuff. Like, a lot. But obviously it flopped because they charge so much. So now YouTube Premium is just... like, no ads and shit. Which means, technically, the video streaming side of it's disappeared, which makes it Limbo, but it's still technically alive.
Okay.
Do you like my reasoning?
I do. I do like your reasoning.
Cool, because sometimes I don't even know where my train of thought's going.
No, that made sense to me. That made buckets and schmuckets of sense to me.
Wow, that's definitely a saying that exists.
Exactly.
Wow. Okay, weird. I need to know what your other thing was.
Legally Blonde 3.
Oh, see, I didn't really know anything about this. I knew it was happening.
Oh, yeah, I don't know anything.
So you debriefed me.
Oh, no, I don't actually think they've announced, like, anything plot-wise. I just know they did a Zoom meeting this week, and it seemed really wholesome, and...
It did.
That was that. I'm just excited there's going to be a Legally Blonde 3.
It's true, so am I. It's true. And you know the guy who played the guy that, was all... how did you get into Harvard or you don't go to Harvard or whatever?
Yeah.
The boyfriend?
The asshole boyfriend.
Yeah.
From the beginning, yeah.
Him. Turns out he's a Trump supporter anyway, so he can fuck off. Because he plays Alaric in the Vampire Diaries.
Oh, does he?
And also Legacies.
Right.
And he, like, was trying to start a beef with one of the actual main cast members of Vampire Diaries. And that turned into a shit show, but...
Wow.
Yeah, turns out he's poop.
Not surprised. He looked like poop.
Disappointed, but not surprised.
Yes, that's exactly correct. My only other thing was directly related to the scary movies we watched. So it's your turn.
Okay.
Oh my god.
I'm moving. Rip to your earphones, but I'm moving.
Our sushi might be here early.
That's okay. We can take a break.
1:23. Okay. Anyway, yep.
I mean, I guess the main thing I want to talk about pop culture-wise was Positions.
Positions, oh yeah.
By Ariana Grande. Which you seem very, middled by it all, and I seem very hyped by it all.
I love Ari, and I know you love Ari. I don't necessarily have an issue with her dictation. I'm like, whatever, what a queen. She's still like chart topper and no one can understand what she's saying. Like,
that's a power move.
It is a power move. I'm totally with that. My issue with Positions specifically is just that I'm just not sure I understand and or condone the message that it has.
That's really fair.
But I do think the actual music behind it is a bop.
It absolutely is.
And also, Ari didn't do much with her voice. I feel like it was kind of flat. I'm not gonna lie.
Go
like,
off. Well, anyway, fuck you. I'm excited for the album.
I'm excited for the album
this
too.
Week. We'll have to talk about it next week.
Wow. Is it on Friday?
Yes. 2 p.m.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Are we going to have a date so we can listen to it together?
Sure.
Because you can't leave? Because you're...
Can't get into my car.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, no, I'm excited. The lyrics in it, the whatever it was like about like cooking and cleaning or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm confused at what the point is there.
Yeah.
Because it seemed counterintuitive. But then based on what the music video was,
yeah,
I was like, oh, the song's like sarcastic kind of.
Yeah.
Like, I'll do the cooking and cleaning or whatever she said. Is sarcasm in the switch in the positions whole of a lot of it kind of thing. But then I don't know. But if you have to see the music video to understand the song, I don't follow, but
this is true. It raises an interesting point because I remember, when Seven Rings came out, and obviously that was like a flex, it was a power move. But I remember her like in concerts and stuff occasionally when she sings that like something, the price of happiness is red bottoms or whatever. Mm. And then in concert sometimes she'll be like, oh, no, it's not, or whatever. So I think it's funny that she sometimes like has a different opinion to what she might be putting in her song, I think.
Work.
Is a potential idea, which is intriguing to me. Again, I'm not necessarily saying that's a bad thing, but it's a confusing thing.
It's a little confusing. That kind of thing in movies and shows and stuff, obviously that makes sense. Like, you're writing a scene about murder doesn't mean you believe in murder.
It's true.
But, like, I don't know.
I guess traditionally people kind of expect music to be a reflection of what one is, like, feeling and thinking. But
yeah, she's a singer-songwriter.
Yeah, exactly. But I think people think that means they're, like, personal stories, whereas I guess it doesn't necessarily have to be. Like, Folklore, obviously, Taylor Swift, that entire album, none of that is her own stories and opinions and stuff, so...
I mean, true. And I'm also curious about whether or not the song positions is gonna tie into a whole kind of experience with the album.
Okay.
Like, the song will make more sense in the context of the album.
It's true. It might.
Guess we'll have to wait and find out.
This Friday. 2 p.m.
This Friday.
Be there or be square.
Yes.
Okay, what else did you want to say?
What else did I want to say? I mean, I had stuff, but nothing that pressing.
Fair. Did you want to open your notes, or are we going to move to the movies? The Halloween spooky.
How far away from our sushi are we?
4 minutes, probably. I mean, I say probably because it says 4 minutes, but I think they're lying.
Work.
I don't think they know what they're talking
about. I'm going to quickly look at my notes, and if it's really bad noise, I'm going to cut it out. So bear with me. I can already tell it's going to be bad.
It's funny because we can't hear anything.
No, it's true.
We're just like, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Can we officially start a petition for Disney to release What Dreams Are Made Of on streaming services?
Yeah. Of course we can.
Good.
For sure. I know we've talked about this previously, but I think you're right. And I want Hilary Duff to do a re-recording of it.
I'm down.
Cool.
Cute. We're starting that petition. Look out for it. Petition.
We'll link you on our Instagram page.
Yes.
Or maybe Twitter. Maybe both.
Maybe both. Did you see Blake Lively posted a voting photo? And it looks like she photoshopped her heels in.
Iconic, no.
Because Ryan Reynolds' version of the photo, she's not wearing any shoes, she's just on her tippy toes. Oh. But in her version, it's got high heels on there and they look photoshopped and it's hilarious.
Blake Lively.
And I just, like, what's the point in that? And also iconic, and we stand.
Oh my god, they do.
Anyway, I implore all of the viewers to look it up.
It was Ryan's first time, wow.
Because he's Canadian.
Oh, that makes sense. I didn't know that.
Wow, I can't believe you tried to cancel him.
No, I wasn't trying to cancel him.
No, you were.
I was just...
Wow, you're problematic.
Interested. Ryan... You're problematic, you bitch.
Go off.
That's so weird. Why would she Photoshop heels in?
I don't know. I feel like they probably orchestrated like a joke or something, but...
That's true. They might have.
They seem like the type.
100% that's true.
Yes.
Well, that's low-key iconic, so love that.
It is.
Our sushi. I can't zoom in on this thing, by the way.
I'll have a look.
It's saying it's 2 minutes away. Oh
it's saying it's 1 minute away. How scary.
Terrible.
Anyway. The other thing was just... I do not want to go deeply into it because I'll get angry and you'll get angry.
Okay.
And we'll all be angry, and that's just the whole Chris Pratt of it all. It's just so fucking stupid.
It is.
Literally.
When we were discussing it, it was funny, and now it's like literally just gotten worse
It's
and worse.
infuriatingly dumb.
It is infuriatingly
He literally got picked last in a 4-way Chris Battle poll on Twitter. And that's it. And all of these major celebrities are having to come out to support him?
Yeah.
He's not gonna fucking quit acting over this. Like, chill.
I mean, he should.
Go off. He should, but he's not gonna. But, like, literally, why are people posting, like, stay strong, Chris? He's the best. And he's never been homophobic because he's always been good to me on set. And it's like, well, no, Mark Ruffalo, you're not a gay. You don't get to fucking say that.
It's true. Because I'm hurt inside by the audacity of them all.
It's true.
I think they all... If I was being kind and generous, I would definitely say that I think that what happened is they've all taken it much more seriously than it is. Like, they've gone past
it's
their
just a
whole
stupid
pitfall,
Twitter poll.
and they've been like, oh my god, people are slandering Chris Pratt's name.
And it's like, no, sweetie, he does that himself.
Accurate.
Yeah.
Accurate. 100%.
It's so stupid.
It is really stupid, and it's definitely infuriating, and
yeah,
they all should be doing better.
Yeah, wow. I like how I was like, I don't want to get infuriated, and then I got infuriated.
To calm you down, it seems like our sushi's
That's
here.
true. We're going to take a quick break, and then we will be back in a sec.
Yep.
And we are back from our little sushi break.
It was really yummy.
It was quite delicious.
Although I did, when opening the soy sauce bowl,
That's
get
true.
all over myself. And I'm wearing a white dress, so that was unfortunate, but...
She has a little bit of soy sauce boob.
Yeah, just a little.
I mean, it's not that obvious.
Please stare directly at my titties.
I can see it now. It's just above the lavender.
Yes, it is. Yep.
Oh, well.
That wasn't a euphemism, by the way. There is
That
a
was not a
literal
euphemism.
lavender on my dress.
That's true.
Okay.
I mean, it could be if you want it to be Maddie.
That's so sexy.
That is so sexy. I'm so sensual. Famously.
Famously.
I'm actually notorious for it, so.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay, so this half of the podcast is officially the Halloween special half an episode.
I mean, probably less than half an episode because I have to literally be in my car leaving in 20 minutes. So.
Well, that seems like a you problem.
You're right, actually.
It's actually an us problem. That's future us problem. Anyway, let's, so, I feel like I want to talk about The Conjuring because of how much we stan Ed and Lorraine.
Fair. I do adore them.
But I also fully aware that we should start with Sinister, 2012.
The movie that we did watch on the weekend. The single movie that we got to.
Well, to be fair, we took like a 1 hour break in the middle of it because we were
scared.
clenching everywhere.
The first half was genuinely
Horrific.
terrifying.
And then the second half was kind of stupid.
It was really stupid, actually.
It did. It ruined. Actually, we can get into that. Anyway. So.
The reason we
what? No, you don't.
picked Sinister
Why did we? Oh!
is because recently there was a poll done with people.
It's true.
And
With
they
Chris Pratt in it, right? I'm kidding. It was It wasn't a poll. It was an actual scientific study.
Shooky.
Where
And
they
they had
monitored heart rates
heart
and shit.
monitors, yeah, to see, like, what movie made the most amount of people's heart rate jump
what
or
was
just
the
generally
scariest movie
elevated.
based on vitals?
Yeah. And Sinister was voted number 1.
Yes. And
So-
then, yeah, Sinister was voted number 1. I think for most consistently scary,
Yeah.
which I would probably, maybe not the scariest. I'd agree that it is pretty consistently spooky.
particularly in the first half. Although we did take a really long break, so maybe if we'd sat through the entire 2 hours straight, it would have been more scary in the second half.
It's true, but then we would have probably had a mental breakdown.
It's true.
Nicholas... We're only allowed one of those a day.
Nicholas screamed twice in the first half.
Well, one of them was stupid.
One of them was
a genuine jump scare.
Yeah.
And if you've seen it, it's the bush one. We all know that. Bushes are scary.
That was...
It's actually life advice. Bushes are scary.
Particularly when they're attached to...
demons and vaginas.
I was going to say vaginas.
And also just the pubic region.
Yeah, fair.
Pubic, more like cubic, because metric system.
Good one.
Yes. I am what they call a...
comedian.
An educational comedian.
Love that for you,
yes,
truly.
Anyway, the second jump scare that I literally screamed out loud for, that our friends 2 floors down, watching a football game and screaming at the TV could still hear, was literally, I just saw smoke on the screen and I don't know why, but it triggered me.
He thought it was the scary...
Yeah, I thought it was like a hand movie or something,
man.
But it was just someone smoking a cigarette.
Yeah.
I screamed. I screamed.
The lung cancer from cigarettes is truly terrifying.
It's true.
That's a pandemic all on its
carcinogenic.
own. Exactly. So that movie was real scary.
It was.
And it was based around the demon called Ghoul.
Oh, Ghoul!
What did you say?
I was gonna make bee noises until it came to me. Bagul.
It was Bagul.
Which is really, when you think about it, they could have tried harder. I mean, I think it's like an actual pagan demon, but
let's find out.
That's not my problem. They could have changed the name to be something spookier, like Valak. Valak?
Is
from the Conjuring 2.
Real?
Is Bagul real? But instead it just feels like they clipped together the names Bug and Ghoul.
True.
Why do you giggle?
Because it came up with beagles. The dog.
Are beagles real?
Yeah.
I sure hope they are.
Boog Hool.
No, it's Bug Hool.
Whatever. What is the history of the Bagul demon in Sinister and Sinister 2? Is Sinister a true story?
I also, by the way, with Bagul...
Yeah.
I think that it is a stupid name.
Yeah.
And also when you see the actual demon for the first time, it's underwater.
Yeah.
So it's kind of distorted, which is very creepy and effective. But it also looks like a female demon. And not to gender demons.
Yeah.
But it's meant to be a man.
It was meant to be a man, which we did not realise until
it, like
said
lady
Mr.
demon.
Boogie.
Boogooly. Mr. Boogie.
By the way, my quick Google search then, on which I didn't click on any of the links, just looked at the previews you get, seemed to be saying that Bagul is not a real demon, but is instead based on 2 different real pagan demons that seem to have been mushed together.
Do we have their names?
Bagul.
Well, were the names Bug and Who?
No. One's name was Baal, B-A-A-L.
Oh, I've heard of that.
And one was Tlaloc, T-L-A-L-O-C.
That's scary. Just the spelling scary.
Truly. And now I've said those names out loud, I really hope that means I haven't called them to me.
You have.
Well, don't scare me! I'm scared!
You're in my house. Look, if you see a bunch of Super 8 tapes, don't play them on a projector.
Okay, I won't.
Also, Bagul and the Babadook should do a crossover movie called the Baguladook.
Can that please be the name of this episode?
Yes, and you know what? While we're talking crossovers, there should also be a Sinister and 365 DNI crossover in which the main dude, the one who's creepy IRL and also, I mean, he's also sexy IRL, whatever.
Michelle Morrigan or something?
Yeah, that one who's apparently problematic.
Yeah,
he is right.
Racist, apparently.
Ew! He's not sexy anymore, that's not sexy. They should do a Sinister and 365 DNI crossover. And one of the early lines in the film can be...
Are you lost, baby girl?
Are you lost, Bagul? Baby Bagul?
Perfect.
And if that doesn't happen, it needs to be a Despicable Me 365 crossover, because Are You Lost, Baby Girl? She's shocked at my brilliance.
Shocked and dismayed, specifically.
Dismayed? More like dismayed's got some cleaning to do.
Are you the maid in this situation? Okay, well then that's
Maid in
fair.
Manhattan. What a great movie.
I haven't seen it. Is it the one with Mark Ruffalo?
No.
Oh.
I mean, it could be. I just remember J-Lo and Tyler Posey as a kid.
Is Tyler Posey in it?
Yeah, he plays J-Lo's son. It's really cute.
That's really cute. I love Tyler Posey.
And he loves you.
Wow. Adorable.
Anyway, I don't think I can think of any more crossovers. Yes, I can. They should do a Sinister 2012 and Britney Spears music video crossover, which is called,
do you mean 2012? Were you saying 2012 is the year Sinister was made, or do you mean 2012 the disaster movie?
No, 2012 was when it was made.
Okay, right.
And it's just, the opening line is, "It's Buggle, bitch." And then Britney says, "It's also Britney, bitch." Yes.
I love that.
Gimme more.
Just as an aside, that was the best scene in Hustlers, when that song was playing in the background. And they had, like, money raining down on them.
That's true.
It was iconic.
It's also just a great song.
Truly. Okay, important question, which we touched on in the car directly after when you were driving me home, and we decided that we couldn't go to Slaughter Falls because we were too fucking scared.
Yeah.
You screamed!
I did. But I was still willing to get murdered by a baby girl ghost.
I wasn't.
Well, anyway, what was the question?
Which of us is most likely to be susceptible to Ghoul?
Ghoul?
Well, yes, but also, I guess, children in general. I mean, demons in general.
Well, okay, I think we should circle back to that question in 30 seconds.
Okay. What is the intro?
First, I have a question that's actually about Sinister.
Oh, okay.
So, basically, relatively early in the movie, you see Ghoul, the demon, for the first time.
Yeah, underwater.
Yeah. But then once he's there, he's, like, in, like, every second scene.
Yeah.
Do you agree with me to say that by the end of the film, we were desensitized to Ghoul?
Yes.
Because I think that's something that movies like The Babadook did so well in that you didn't actually see the creature in full.
Yeah.
Which means you weren't desensitized to it, which means when it was utilized, it was super effective.
Yeah, that's true. I think...
And even, like, The Conjuring 2 with the nun, you only see her once before the final confrontation.
Yeah.
That kind of thing, like, and it wasn't overused.
It does make it a bit more terrifying. Like, I can think the pool scene, I mean, it was in there a lot, and it was fairly early on to be seeing a whole face. But if it was in the pool scene and then in that bush jump scare that scared the shit out of you, it also scared me, but mostly you because you were the one who screamed out loud.
Destroyed.
Those, like, if it had just been those two, and then, like, later on when the final, I guess, confrontation is kind of happening. That could definitely have been...
Yeah, the final night when, like, the actual,
Yeah.
Yeah, that would have been better.
It's true.
Yeah, I mean, it was still spooky, but it kind of just by the end looked like an emo goth boy.
It's kind of accurate. It's really kind of true. And, I mean, yeah, I don't know. I don't think the ending in general was particularly scary, and I also think one of the reasons why is because I don't think it was actually very clear, like, what was going on.
Yeah.
Like, did you...
It was a very muddled plot.
It really was. I mean, did you get... See, because I got halfway through when I was so scared, I was like, I need to read the whole plot.
Yeah, which I was going to call you out on, by the way.
I needed it to be able to prepare myself for how it ended. And it actually explained it much better, like, in terms of what happened at the end was Ghoul, like, absconded with the little girl and went into the film thing, and he took her soul into the film role, and that's, like, how it kind of...
Well, the whole time we watched the movie, I thought the little kid demon thing, like, you know how the Ghoul takes the souls of the children and then they do his bidding?
Yeah.
I didn't think that.
Yeah.
I thought that the kids were trapped by Ghoul and were trying to get away.
Because
even when they were, like, running around the house and Ethan Hawke's character was...
couldn't see them and stuff.
Yeah, they looked like they weren't looking like they were trying to scare him.
Yeah.
They looked like they were trying to run from something.
Yeah, for sure. I definitely agree with that. I think it was kind of mixed because the Wikipedia described it as Ghoul slowly eats, like, the child's soul while the child is still in the real world, and then... That's when it does the killing of the family towards the end. And then it finally consumes the soul when it takes the human from the real world into its Ghoul film world, is how it kind of works.
Wow.
Yeah. Which I would not have gotten from the film Like, I had to have thought about it and been like, okay, I think this is what happened before I would have come to that conclusion.
Mm.
It was not very clear.
It wasn't. And also the whole 28 plus 67 or whatever it was, the numbers, didn't really even play into it. It was literally just that the people haunted had lived in each other's houses at one point or another.
Yeah.
And it didn't even play a huge role, and it was kind of pointless to put such an emphasis on it.
Well, it seemed... I feel like the thing was they didn't explain why the Ghoul only made the child kill the family once they'd moved to a new house. It was kind of a bit like, okay, I get that that's the law, that's what happens, that's the rule, but like, why? Why won't he just kill them all in the same house?
Mm.
Like, I don't understand why that's like the rule. It seemed a bit... Maybe it's explained in the second movie.
That's stupid.
It is.
Anyway, the police officer, we don't usually stand the police, but
Yeah.
the police officer played by James Ransone was a cutie pie.
He was a cutie pie. He was adorable.
He was very sweet. He just wanted to be in the acknowledgement.
He did, and then he got sucked into a whole demon house.
Mm.
He apparently is the protagonist of the second film. So
I did see that, which has like 17%.
Yeah, it's even worse than the first one. So
yeah.
Yeah, I think it's so funny how because when we were reading reviews for the movie and watching the first half, we were like, I don't understand why these reviews are so negative. This first half is like genuinely terrifying and it's, fairly good. And then by the time you get to the end, you're like, oh.
It kind of just cops out at the end too.
It does.
In my opinion.
No, I agree. For sure.
I think it would have been more creative if it wasn't the abrupt end that if you watch the film you will see.
Yeah.
Anyway, so on to one of our more favourite horror movies, The Conjuring.
Yes.
Series.
Yeah.
Which we stand because the central relationship between Ed and Lorraine Warren is cute as fuck.
It's cute as fuck. It's so unproblematic and just loving.
It's really true, and it's wholesome, and we stand.
Wholesome.
And also, Patrick Wilson and Vera Farmiga, 11 out of 10.
Accurate.
We stand.
Love all of the above.
But the first, for the viewers who don't know, the plot of the first Conjuring is basically a family move into a new house, and the family's kind of has to face like some type of spooky going-ons.
Yeah, I honestly don't really remember the first one that much. It's been a long time since I've seen it. I remember the second one. Yeah,
but kind of the whole point of the film is that demons can cling onto the weakest, the emotionally weakest humans.
They do cling onto.
Yes, and that's how they are able to kind of affect everyone in the family and everyone in the household and all that.
Yeah.
And I think that's why Maddie was asking me which one of us is most likely to be possessed.
Well, it kind of implied, well, it didn't imply that it has to be the weakest family member in Sinister, but definitely the thing was that Ghoul picked a child to possess and take and get to do his bidding and stuff.
Yeah, but I think he just finds children's souls tasty.
Yeah, but why would he not have picked the other child who's having night terrors?
Yeah, I didn't get that either, because, like, so much of the plot was about the second child having night terrors and always waking up in random places.
Yeah.
And he wasn't even the one in the end that got possessed.
No, I think it was just supposed to be a red herring, but... Which is, like, fine.
I didn't get that.
But...
I see it, but I didn't get it.
Well, I think
in retrospect, I get it.
They didn't really explain... I don't know. Like, how did he... Anyway, it was stupid.
Yeah, so to answer your question, Maddie, I think I would be the one to be possessed.
Do you think so?
Yes.
Mm.
Do you not?
Well, no,
Okay, well, maybe we shouldn't compete on who's going to get possessed for being the emotionally weakest.
No, I think that's probably you.
It is me. It's okay, you can say it.
I think it is. However, I don't know, because I was going to say, however, I feel like I'm more, like, generally susceptible to believing that type of stuff, but I don't know if that's necessarily true, because I think I just talk a lot, and you just don't talk as much as I do, and so you might have an equal/higher belief in those types of things than I do, and I just don't know because I don't close my mouth.
Go off. I don't know. I feel like maybe we can both get possessed.
Together?
Together.
Oh my god.
Forever.
Sexy.
And ever apart and I still love you. Yeah. That was cute. That was fun. That was fresh.
It was.
Also, The Conjuring 2, spooky. Annabelle 1, shit movie. Annabelle 2, terrifying movie. Annabelle 3, pretty good movie.
Is Annabelle 1 with the olden day couple?
Yes.
Okay, it was kind of average, but that couple was also kind of cute. And Annabelle 2 is the one in the farmhouse.
Yes.
It's fucking terrifying.
Terrifying goat demons. Get that shit away from me. I don't need to see demon, Satan. Can you finish my sentence for me?
No, I don't remember the second movie.
I don't need to see Satan personified as a goat demon thing.
Yeah.
That terrifies me.
Yeah, I know it does, baby.
Anyway.
And then the third one is a
third Annabelle, yes.
Is the one that had Ed and Lorraine in it for like 2 seconds.
Set in their house.
Yeah.
And there's like werewolves and shit. It's kind of stupid, but it's still pretty entertaining.
Yeah, it's true. I'd be keen to watch all 5 of those.
Well, there's also The Nun.
That movie was not
scary at all.
No, it wasn't scary like through the whole thing. Mm-hmm. However, it did have one of the best jump scares ever, in my opinion.
I don't remember that.
Someone fell down from a tree and they were being hung or something. Remember that? And they were in a graveyard and a whole party fell down from a tree and was literally all of us watching it shit ourselves. We did not see it coming at all. We knew a jump scare was coming, but the way that they did it was genuinely shocking.
Hecky. What I remember about The Nun is that it had a really cool concept.
Yeah.
Being set in a different country in a monastery type thing. And all that. And it had really, really cool set pieces.
It did.
I just think it squandered it all on a subpar actual narrative and...
That's accurate.
Yeah, direction, perhaps.
That's very accurate.
And then the other one set in the Conjuring universe, the other movie is The Curse of La Llorona.
I haven't seen that.
Oh, it's fine. It has a couple of spooky moments, but it whitewashes the entire Mexican legend, which is problematic as fuck.
That's kind of weird because I feel like the other movies weren't... I feel like they did a generally good job, although in saying that, it was all pretty white, wasn't it?
Mm. Well, it's Linda Cardellini and her kids in Mexico who... Wow. Or it might have been Southern California, I don't remember. But, yeah, and they're using a Mexican folklore tale too.
Oof.
Yeah.
That's a big oof. Well, I would definitely be keen to watch all of them with you in one day, except I know us and I know that we would never be able to do that.
I think we could at least do the Annabelles or the Conjurings.
Okay.
Because I think the Conjuring 3 comes out next year.
Does it?
Yeah.
Keen.
It's called The Devil Made Me Do It.
I want my babies back. Ed and Lorraine, I need you on my screen.
It's true. Did you see everyone? I think it was like a couple months ago. Everyone was like, it went viral that the Annabelle doll went missing from the Warren Museum.
I remember vaguely.
And everyone was like, well, it's 2020. Of course a demonic doll went missing from the Warren Museum and is haunting everyone. Did you see what happened?
No, what happened?
Oh my god. Are you ready?
No.
It didn't go missing. It was there the whole time.
Where was it?
They literally just had to move it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Why? Because it was doing...
Because something about the rights, now that both of the Warrens are passed. The ownership of the land or something of the museum. Just the property, I think.
Yeah.
Something like that. So the kids had to move all the stuff to a different secure location.
Right, okay.
And I assume they'll probably open up a haunted museum at some point.
Was the last one a museum? No.
Yeah.
Oh, it was. You could go there.
Like a small, roadside attraction museum.
I would literally never do that in my entire life. No, that's fucked up.
Yeah.
Did the actual Warrens open that museum, or was it their kids? Because I'd be kind of surprised if...
Well, Lorraine only passed away, last year.
Yeah. Yes.
I think she was pretty involved in it.
Interesting.
I'm not sure.
I only say that, I mean, I don't really know them personally, but the way they were depicted in the movies, seemed to be fairly, generally quite cautious about those artifacts.
Yeah, I don't know. But anyway. Also, viewers, if you haven't seen the Conjuring movies, at least watch the main ones.
I agree.
They're very good. And the actual, supernatural plot stuff is really intriguing and interesting, and
it's true. And in my professional opinion, as a giant scaredy cat, the first Conjuring, I think it's less scary than the second one. So if you just wanted to see what the hype was about, you could probably just watch the first one and get a general feel.
That's fair. But the clapping scene in the Conjuring one, oof.
I don't remember it.
Where they play hide and seek, but you have to clap. is as a hint to where you are.
Oof.
And then the mum's like, and she's got the blindfold on, and then these demonic hands come next to her face and go...
Terrifying.
I got shivvies.
I don't remember it, but I'm feeling...
Trust me, I got shivvies.
The back of my neck is prickling now just from you talking about it. So, okay, we've got to wrap up because it's
true.
10.
Quickly shoot off the what the fuck of the week. Do you have one?
No.
Okay, my what the fuck of the week this week is people who read the plot of the horror movie so that they don't get scared in the middle of the horror movie, because that's pretty fucked up. And it's, you know what it is? It's quite mean to the other person watching, because then the other person doesn't know what's happening. And when the other person's saying, Maddie, what's going to happen next? What can you explain this? What's going to be the next jump scare? And you refuse to tell me? That's mean.
All right, well, my what the fuck of the week is... You were...
Me?
Yeah.
No, that's too pointed.
Okay, hypothetically, Nicholas was...
People?
Hypothetically, a person named Nicholas...
Oh my god.
...was saying... I don't want to know what happens. I'm not going to read the Wikipedia. I read the Wikipedia, and he tried to take my phone away from me, and he was like, don't read it. And I read it anyway, and he was like... Well, I'm braver than you because I'm not going to find out what's happening.
This is not true.
Why would I tell you?
Fake news.
How it ended.
Fake news. Fake news. Can't believe you're Fox News. Wow. No way. I was saying neither of us should be reading the Wikipedia.
Yeah.
We should both be going into this in the same way. And I definitely didn't say, well, I'm braver than you because I didn't read the Wikipedia.
It's true, he didn't say that, but he almost lied.
I can't believe this is the day we get a divorce because you're lying to our viewers.
It felt that way, okay?
Nicholas just because it felt that way doesn't mean it was that way.
Nicholas was definitely saying he didn't want to know how it ended. He didn't want me to know how it ended.
That's what I was saying. I made the choice
to find out how it ended, I obviously was then like, well, I'm not going to tell Nicholas because he didn't want to know.
Wow, the homophobia. Maddie, what are your socials?
Lady Alice 101 for Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube.
Which all slap.
It's true.
If you want to follow the podcast, it's at WTFIH Podcast on Instagram and Twitter. And me, Nick, is on Twitter at NIC_sushi.
Additionally,
is this
as
the
we
quickest
mentioned
wrap-up ever?
In the beginning, yes it is.
Oh
it's
God,
because we had an argument.
What are you saying?
YouTube.
Oh, yeah.
What the fuck is happening?
That's true.
YouTube.
Yeah, we're going to be uploading all of the episodes that have already been released this week.
Mm-hmm.
And then hopefully maybe next week we'll have an actual video.
That'd be fun.
And a video version of the podcast.
Ooh. Nick did say today, he was like, we should do a video version. And I was like, no. And that's entirely because I didn't put makeup on today.
Yes, and also because we weren't prepared enough because of all of the shit show that happened.
That's accurate.
Okay. You don't have makeup on?
No.
Oh, you look stunning.
Thank you.
I still hate you though, you Wikipedia looking up whore. Bye!
Bye!